Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are in Edinburgh. Again, can you believe it's been a whole year since me and Keegan went to Edinburgh? Because I can't.
Well, if you're a new subscriber, you won't know.
You won't know, so you can go and watch. I'll leave a few previews just here, but we have just arrived. I actually didn't vlog any of our journey, which I felt guilty about. We've already then dumped our stuff. Well, we left our stuff in the car, went to go, oh, lighting's not gonna be good with the window behind us. Went for a few drinks, didn't we? Booked a few shows.
Booked all the shows.
And then now we've gone back to the car, grabbed our stuff, and we've arrived at the Airbnb. And I tell you, my expectations were low because our last Airbnb was so good, but it wasn't available.
Yeah, not available.
But this is actually nice.
My throat is, I've got a very sore throat from shouting all weekend.
Yeah, he's been busy boy, rugbying in Wembley. I've been there watching him.
Not watching me, I didn't
Not watching, Keegan didn't play, but watching
the team.
They lost. But that's because they didn't play you. Sorry, it's awkward if your coach watches this, but I'm saying it, yeah, it's not you. Keegan's team player, I'm going, you should have played Keegan, you would have won. Anyway, let me give you a little tour of the Airbnb because I know lots of you love flat tours, room tours, everything. So I'll show you the outside when we go out. It looks a little bit like a shop, which is a bit weird. But anyway, when you walk in, our last Airbnb had this blue wall as well. I think it's a very Scottish colour. Don't know why. Anyway, over here we have a little shelf, so we might just chuck the keys maybe in that bowl. Then over here it's very open plan, so we've got a nice little kitchen, and I love this. Look, they've left us a Prosecco, some crisps, and what's this? Some shortbread. That is so cute. Not all Airbnbs leave gifts, and I just love it when they do because it's just a really nice touch. But yeah, the kitchen is very, very nice and very spacious, very open plan. And over there you can see Keegan is just chilling in the lounge. He has noticed though, no TV.
Very bohemian.
Very bohemian. They don't do TVs in bohemian places like Edinburgh. My first reaction, I ran to the loo when we got in because I was desperate. My first reaction when I came in here was it's so clean. I mean, you obviously can't really see on camera, but it smells of cleaning products. Like, it's so lovely, and it is just crystal clean, which is great. Into the bedroom, which is very spacious. I used to have one of these, an open rail. I absolutely hated it for my house because it looked so messy, but for an Airbnb, it's great. The bed's a little small, but that's okay. Like, especially when I'm sharing with Keegan, who's 6'4", there's not a lot of room, and I know this because when I didn't live with Keegan and in my house in London, I had a double bed, and it was not a great experience for either of us. We'd get very hot. There wouldn't be much room, so it's going to be like old times being in a double bed. It's very nicely done, nicely furnished. In here is just a storage cupboard, and they've got a washing machine, but I don't think we'll be doing any washing. And then there's a courtyard out here, so maybe if it gets too hot tonight, we can just open that. There's no AC. But that's fine, not expected in Scotland. But yeah, we can have a little sit out there if we like. But yeah, very, very pleased with it. Because as I said, I don't know why, my expectations were quite low, but this is really, really nice. The only downside is that we are quite a bit further away than we were last year. We're in Leith. It's not too bad, it's probably like a 25-minute walk from town, so it doesn't sound that bad, but it's downhill on the way here, but on the way into town, it's all uphill, so it's gonna be a struggle. But never mind. Anyway, we're gonna get ready now and probably just head out. Our first show is not actually until 8:40 and it's currently 4 o'clock. So we've got plenty of time, but we're gonna head into town, I think, and just mooch about. On our way back, we had a pulled pork sandwich each and we were just munching as we were walking. Anyway, oh yeah, before we leave, I need to do some work. I'm releasing a video tonight. Haven't done the thumbnail or anything, so I need to do that now. Right guys, we have gotten changed, gotten showered, and we are at our first stop.
You're recording me then?
Yeah. Yeah, having some water. I've gone for a Granny Smith cocktail. I don't really know what, I think it's gin and something fruity, obviously apple flavour. And olive, yeah. Are you gonna eat that for me?
No.
Good, because I want it. And what did you get?
Drunk in love.
And what did you just say to the waiter when he put it down?
Just said, I always get the gay glass.
And then what did we worry about?
They probably think I'm a massive homophobia. They then brought water over and probably thought they're drunk. Yeah. Casual homophobia.
When actually...
Well, Joel's wearing a gay t-shirt.
That's
I've got my Pride trainers on. So.
Yeah. So hopefully, by seeing this, he's going to know that that's not true. We're not homophobes. This is the first time I'm wearing this t-shirt. I bought this in Florida. Yeah.
Do you want to tell the people the story about this leaflet?
So we were walking around. This girl.
No, I'd actually like to tell the story.
Okay, let me spin the camera around.
We were crossing the road to come into this very, very busy bar where we came last year, and we came here because I asked waiters. I asked the waiter, what would you recommend? And he said this or this. And I didn't like the sound of it, and I went, I'm not going to have one.
Which he always does. He asks for recommendations and then he doesn't
I
take
always
the
ask
recommendation. That was so embarrassing.
So we came here, and as we were crossing over the road, a girl went to grab Joel's attention, and I could tell by how Joel turned and went, hello, that he thought it was someone who recognised him. And it wasn't. She was just saying, come and watch our play.
Something
Mirrored Metamorphosis.
sounds a bit boring, I'm not going to lie. But can I just say,
It's an all-female company, so I'm a homophobic and Joel's misogynistic.
no, it just sounds boring. They could have done better than marketing. But anyway, it's because the way she does it, normally when people fly her, they just come up to you and go, like, and they talk about the show. But she went, excuse me, and was so sweet looking. And I thought she was someone who recognised me. So I just turned around and was like, oh, hello. She was like, would you come to our show? And I was like, oh, yeah.
Will you go to the show, Joel?
I'm going to say no, just because I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest. Your marketing could be better. That is a boring leaflet.
You're not always honest. You're always polite.
I'm very polite, but I am also honest. Like, no, I'm not. If I wasn't honest, I'd go, yeah, I might go see it. Other YouTubers would be like, yeah. I'm like, no, she might watch this and be upset, but it's like, hun, you could work on your marketing.
Babe, she didn't know you are.
As was evident. Hello.
If Joel comes to edit this, can't put any of that in.
I'm definitely putting it all in. Where are we going? Just getting me and Keegan a kebab from Kebab. This is going to be our dinner. Very excited. Here we go. We've gone for the classic chicken with halloumi. You can see that big halloumi stick there.
I love Greek food.
You've been looking for, like, you're always searching for a kebab, aren't you? Wherever you are.
But a good one, not
a good one.
Like
and this is amazing. It's got chips in it, fries. Oh, it looks really good. Right, we've eaten our kebabs, and we basically our first show was at 8:40 and it's 6:40. So we've just randomly booked a random show from this comedian that Keegan's seen on TikTok. He says he's funny. I've never heard of him. So I was like, if you think he's funny, let's book. It was £16.50 per ticket, so it's a bit of a risk. But anyway, we're here, we're at the Underbelly, so these are different venues. So we've got Cow Barn, Dover and Clazy? Clover and Daisy. I have too many ciders. But we're going to the Gilded Balloon, which is just around the corner. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that'll be good. So we'll finish that show and then rush to the one that we pre-booked, which is my friend Chris. We didn't plan for rain, guys. Running to the next show. Went the wrong way. No umbrella. Good morrow, guys. It is the next morning. We've had a great sleep, and guess where we're off to now? We're off to get a 90-minute massage each.
And probably 80 minutes of sleep.
80 minutes of sleep, yeah. Keegan was worried that he's just going to fall asleep during the massage, but haven't we gone for invigorating rather than relaxing?
It's a Thai massage, so it said they do a bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
A bit of relaxing, a bit deep tissue.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe some of those hot stones.
Oh, I've never had the hot stones before.
I don't think I have.
But yeah, we've had a great sleep. We've just gotten showered, and now we're going to go get some artisan Scottish coffee on the way to.
We've had a shower and a great sleep rather than saying it's the next day.
It's the next day. Yeah, we saw a couple of shows last night. We saw Paul Black, which was the last time I properly spoke to you guys. Paul was very good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Very funny Scottish man.
There's a lot of Edinburgh local jokes though, which were a little bit.
Yeah,
the accent is thick.
Yeah, Keegan's burst out laughing at one point, and I was like, I don't even understand what he said, and he had to translate for me. And then at the start he was talking about Neds, and we were like, what, there's a Ned? And then we got the sense that it was a chav, but a Scottish chav.
The Americans going.
Yeah, what? How do you translate it into American?
A very working class scally, like lig about, lazy, don't work, hang around on street corners, wear fake designer clothes. Youth.
basically.
Bad youth though, like the hanging around in street corners youth.
Yeah, that might beat you up youth. Yes, there's one over there, isn't it, at the end of our street. Lovely. And then we went to see my friend Christopher Hall, who was very good, and he had a guest on there, Mark Bittlestone, who I also follow on social media. He's very funny. They were both really good, weren't they?
It rained just before, so it was in a dungeon.
Yeah,
This is the beauty of Edinburgh Fringe.
So the humidity in that dungeon was quite something. Right, got our coffees. Yeah, Chris's show, it was really good. I find him so funny. I just find myself grinning throughout the whole time, just sat there just like...
He was talking about mental health as well, which was good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it can be a bit grim, can't it? He was talking about mental health, but
yeah.
we've all got it.
We've all got it. And he was very good at ad-libbing, like when he tried to get people's, like, suss out who has mental health problems, no one really said anything, so it was like, just me, okay, and like there's just really funny moments of where it was obviously just on the fly. Yeah, very good. But today, massage, our shows, we've got 2 evening shows, but we probably will see some in the afternoon, but we just need to plan the rest of our day, don't we?
Yeah.
But we're just taking it slow this morning.
Not that we were rough last night.
No, we left at about 9 PM and we walked back to our flat, went to bed at 10,
Half 10,
yeah. So it's not been a rough night, despite what I look like. That's just because I haven't done my hair. Guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, I want an Edinburgh townhouse with a cottage garden like this. Beautiful. Last year, Keegan had booked us a tasting course menu at the Balmoral Hotel, but we were late for it. Or basically we had a show that clashed with it, and we turned up and we were like, can we just do it really quickly because we've got a show? And she was like, firstly, no, because
we didn't know it was a tasting menu.
We didn't know it was
a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, they were like, no, it's a 7-course meal, so you have to do it for like the full 2.5 hours. Secondly, I can't let you in anyway because you're wearing trainers. And we were like, oh.
We really got it very wrong.
Very, very wrong. So we'd still like to do that at some stage, but it was going to cost us 50 quid each as a deposit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because we missed our booking, but I think
we were in, I think they let us off, didn't they?
Yeah, they let us off. They were very kind. So our massage is up here somewhere, just off of Princes Street, and you can see the castle up there. But we're a little bit early, so just gonna have a little browse of this farmer's market. I absolutely love a farmer's market. I only found out the other day that a farmer's market is actually an American concept that's been brought over to the UK, which I thought was fascinating because obviously the UK is a lot of an older country than America. And, huh?
We just call it a market.
We just call it a market, maybe that's what it is. But also, like, it's not like we haven't been farming for hundreds of years. So I'm like, oh, I wonder, like, why Brits hadn't invented
I love that you're
farmers
so middle
market.
class that you never went to a market. We had a shitty little market in, like, Burstow, Batley, Dewsbury Market.
Yeah, but Americans invented that. Unless this is just American propaganda and they didn't actually invent it. But that's what I heard on TikTok.
What? America's invented market? What about this little piggy went to market? The nursery rhyme that's hundreds of years old.
I can't answer that.
It's older than their country.
Well, I've just walked past all the stalls because I've just been... Should we have a look this side? The other side isn't open yet. Cool. Right. That was a fail. Look, I love that in Scotland, obviously we call it a full English breakfast, and obviously they don't. They call it a full Scottish breakfast. But I wonder how it differs. It must have haggis. That's probably it. It looks very similar. Well guys, 90-minute massage over. That was brilliant. Castle massage? Is that what it's called? Castle type. How was yours?
I believe it's pronounced castle. Yeah,
Castle. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Why are you fighting?
Very relaxed. Should we get a coffee now?
Yeah.
Is there Black Sheep coffee up here?
It's right down the other end.
Look at this bakery.
Flat white.
Flat white, please. And a cheese and bacon bite.
Yeah.
Look at those meringues. They look good. They've also got cannoli. We love cannoli. They've got lemon ones over there. Right, it is 12 o'clock, guys, so I think we're gonna come and find somewhere for a drink. So we've come up to this road's called Upper Bow, I think, and look, it's got a lovely view down here. This is where we had a pulled pork sandwich yesterday. Pulled pork. And there's lots of Harry Potter shops here. That one says the Cadies and Witchery Tours. Don't know what that is. The Enchanted Galaxy, I think that one's called. There's a few others. Guys, this happened yesterday as well. Oh, it's officially licensed Harry Potter, that's why. But people love a queue for Harry Potter in Edinburgh. Right, we've stopped at, I don't know what this is called. What's this place called?
The Last Drop.
The Last Drop. I've gone for a fruity cider. Keegan's gone for a Guinness. Are you going to do the Guinness game? Explain the Guinness game.
You have to, on your first go,
yeah,
drinking.
One gulp.
No, it doesn't have to be one gulp, but one in your mouth. Like,
once.
You can't get away from your mouth and go again.
Okay.
And you've got to land it between the harp and the end.
Okay. You're quite good at this.
No, I'm not good.
You are.
And then, if you don't get it, you're supposed to then try again and make it land between the G and the gap in the G.
Oh, that G, okay.
And technically, if you fail at that, you're supposed to make the rest of it out.
Right.
Nobody does it.
Are you going to try?
Everybody just does a go at that. I can't remember how many I am.
You did it the other day, literally a week ago. Oh, you see the maths going on in his head.
That was 3.5.
You did it. See, I told you guys he was good at that. I mean, I don't know if that's anything to be proud of or... Right, so we've just booked some shows. So this is today. We've got Murder She Didn't Write, then on to Knock Knock, which is some TikTokers, the Thinking Drinkers pub quiz, which sounds fun, and Meg Stalter, who's one of my favourite comedians, over from America. Then tomorrow we've got in Diana, the untold and untrue story about Diana. Apparently it's very funny, very unhinged. Police Cops, which is a musical about American cops. And then Elliot Steele, who's been recommended. He's a stand-up comedian, but there might be some more booked in, but so far that's what we've got.
To fringe or not to fringe? That is the question. My 2024 Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Yeah, to fringe or not to fringe.
My new favourite thing is to come up with
show titles.
Edinburgh Fringe show titles. They're quite niche.
So the other favourite game is looking at someone and going fringe or not fringe, because there's lots of tourists here who aren't here for the fringe, and you can tell because the people who are here for the fringe look very artsy.
Very boho.
Very boho. Well, give us some titles then.
0 to heroin.
It's very niche. So what would that be about, someone's journey with heroin?
No, I'm not coming up with themes.
Oh, okay, just titles.
Synopsis as well. You fill in the blanks.
And he means the drugs heroin, not heroin as in like the female hero. But that could be good, yeah. 0 to heroin, yeah. Good.
Maybe she goes on the heroin and then becomes a heroin.
Very good. He's also obsessed with heroin at the moment, so we've just watched Painkiller. No, but because we watched Painkiller on Netflix, which was all about the OxyContin drugs that they sold in America, which had like basically the same components as heroin, which was a really interesting documentary. So watch it. But
wasn't a documentary. But
not documentary.
There is a documentary on it. But years ago, and dramatised it.
Dramatised it or dramatized it. You sound like me. Stop a drama. Best show title goes to this: A Shark Ate My Penis. Trash Test. What's this? Suze Kempner. Just some posters for you guys. There's posters everywhere. This is literally what we look at something and go, oh, that looks good, and then look at it online. So as is normal for the Fringe, you get flyered, and a girl handed me this and went, love women? And gave this to me and walked away, and I went, love women? And she went, yeah, as she walked down the street and was like, you'll love my show. And then I just said to Keegan, I hope that when I said love women, it came across as me being gay, not as a straight predator man, because I went, love women.
Love the opinion you have of yourself then.
I mean, yeah, knowing me, she's gonna go, oh, he's gay, he's not.
Joel exudes straight predator. Predatorial
that is true.
male.
Thank you, yeah. Here we go, guys. Our next 2 shows are actually here, which is great because no running across the city this afternoon.
Bonus.
Yeah, it wasn't planned like that. It's just lovely. It's a lovely Fringe bonus when that happens.
33.
Oh, this is us, 33. We often joke when we like link arms that we look like an old couple. Here we go, so we've got some time, so we might grab a drink, maybe a little bit of food.
I'm holding my arm like we get off.
You're the one that linked me!
Yeah, but you're not letting me link properly. You're holding my wrist instead of my...
Oh my gosh, guys, we've just gotten our drink. I've gone for a pink G&T, because I am a straight predator. King has gone for Guinness, but we've just seen Mimi's Bakehouse, so we might just see if there's any cakes that tickle our fancy before our first show. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go for some of that.
Oh, did you mean
Look,
you wanted
guys, we've got a Biscoff brownie and a caramel slice.
That was the right choice, Joe.
Thank you. How's that? Good?
About 1 million calories.
Worth it. So we've just added one last booking to today at 10 PM, which is Shitface Shakespeare, which is where they're doing Romeo and Juliet, but one of the cast members gets like completely drunk. So apparently it's quite funny. I've wanted to see that for a while, so yeah, but we're about to watch this first one of the day. Right, we've just finished Murder She Didn't Write, and I don't know about you, we haven't actually discussed it yet, but it was so good. I loved it. What do you think?
6.5 out of 10.
I thought it was a 8 out of 10. We saw Spontaneous Potter last year, you might remember. Similar vibe, improvised Harry Potter, the worst show we saw. Awful. This was very good. They were very good at improv. I just thought it was great. Savage, he's savage.
I thought a few of them were good at improv.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, we're watching some TikTok stars now. There's 4 of them. I know 2 of them. Not personally, but I've seen 2 of their videos, so we'll see.
It's either going to be very good or cracking our hands.
Yeah.
Getting in and out of the venue, awful. Or for those of you who haven't been to a concert in London, think Baghdad, but with the Wetherspoons. Just not nice. It's not a nice experience.
We're just having a flatbread. It's not as good as yesterday. I know we're eating the same type of thing, but this was marketed as a flatbread, not a gyro. And it looks better, but it's not as good.
Looks healthy and not as good.
Yeah, but it is still nice. It
It is my jam though.
Yeah, very nice. Keegan's wearing his Disney shirt. We've got some espresso martinis. Oh, look, an invisible disco. What's it called? Silent disco.
Rave.
You're speaking with a mouthful, but rave. A silent rave. I mean, that doesn't look like a rave to me.
They were all singing "Gimme, Gimme, Gimme" a Man After Midnight.
And what's your favourite song ever? Money, Money, Money by ABBA.
Well,
As a
5-year-old
kid.
too.
Yeah. Anyway, our next show's in like 15 minutes, so we need to eat this and then get to the venue just over there in that corner. And Trude is our next venue. I'm just trying to show you guys because I think some people can't picture Edinburgh Fringe. They're like, is it at theatres? Keegan's got stuff in his teeth. Yeah, I think people, including I think my family and friends, are like, oh, is it just theatres? No, it's like everywhere. Like every single public building or private building is a theatre.
Like cubbyholes.
Like, yeah. Anyway, this is like a pub quiz / theatre, so I don't really know what to expect.
Get your tickets out, babe.
Right. We've just sat down, guys. We're in a lecture theatre. We got given a bag on entry, which I think is, we get free drinks with this show, which is crazy because we've already got our own. And then there was this as we sat down. Anyway, I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited to try something new.
As you leave, you can fill them out using the pen we've provided. If you dig around, there is a pen in there. It's very small, hard to find, based on the size of Ben's penis. So have a rummage around.
Okay, tonight's your lucky night, son. Okay, and do you like cows?
I guess.
Yeah.
Not met them.
Okay.
There's 2 here, mate.
You just pick up room. Just do it without, just kind of silently pick up, because I'm hearing the papers swish, swash on the ground. Guys, I'm so... I can hear that, honey. I'm gonna just show you, just watch and I'll show you exactly what to do, okay? Okay. Okay, have you ever been on stage before? Okay, well you're acting like you took a clowning class. You're acting like you took a clowning class. Okay, so just stare at him on stool, and you're the host of the show now. You don't really care, okay? You're like, I don't give a shit about the show.
We just came out of Meg Sculptor, literally my fave comedian ever. What did you think, Keegan?
She was very good. I was a bit unsure at first, but she was very, very good. She did. Well, one of the funniest throwaway jokes, and it was a throw. She just went to put the microphone back in the stand, and completely messed it up. It was like she was doing another thing at the same time, and I was hysterical. That was very good.
She is. That's the second time I've seen her. She's incredible, and basically, if you Google worst comedian in the world, she comes up. There's like 500,000 views because she is the queen of cringe comedy, and people on that video think she's being serious. It was so good. We're front row as well.
How old are we?
We're literally the oldest people here. Everyone here is like 21 years old, and we're the oldest people here. This is so embarrassing. Where are you? There he is. Ah, this is amazing. Hello guys, it's the next morning. We're dressed as Barbie and Ken.
We did not mean to do this.
We did not. We're just now worried what we look like. Anyway, we are now trying to find this coffee shop that we stayed at last year. Well, we didn't stay at the coffee shop, but our Airbnb was along one of these streets, and we had the most amazing custard-filled croissant. I don't even think we got it on camera, so we're going to try and find it now. So I think we managed to find it. Do you want to do the honours? Keegan has been dreaming about this croissant for a year.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. Look at it. I mean, it looks quite basic, but it's filled
like a croissant
with custard.
But you can see the custard.
Oh yeah. Is that as good as you remember?
Custard.
Ooh, full of the good stuff. He's very happy.
Everything goes wrong.
We even were asking at the first coffee shop, we're like, did you or have you ever done a custard filled croissant? And they were like, no. So I went to the next one.
Peddlers with a brioche thing.
Yeah, she was like, well, this one's got custard in it, but it's not a croissant texture, it's a brioche. And we were like, well, that's not the same. Well done, Scotland.
Yeah, that's really good croissant as well. It was from Italian bakeries. I'm always eating on it.
And yet he's managed to be so fit. This hill is not ideal after you've had 2 coffees and a custard-filled croissant. So for any legends that came on the Joel and Leah trip to Scotland, this is where we had our final meal at Howie's. Oh, that was an emotional goodbye. Right, we've come to El Cartel, which was recommended by Keegan. Well, someone Keegan knows.
Yeah, like someone I've worked with.
And it looks so good. We've ordered about 7 different plates, and this is the first one, the guacamole with chips. Look, they're like real thick chips.
Tacos or tacos or something.
TikTok tacos. Got a frozen margarita. Lovely.
We weren't drinking today.
We both said this morning, let's not drink, or if we do, we'll have one this evening. First stop of the day. Ooh, frozen margaritas. Came to the Surgeons Hall Museum, which was full of body parts in like displays, and it was basically learning about the history of surgery. It was very gross. You weren't allowed to film in there anyway, but I think you guys wouldn't have wanted to have seen it because it was disgusting. Enlightening, but disgusting.
Like by the end I was like, let's go get out of here.
So like you'd see bones with syphilis, bones with a cancer in them, like a bone with a fracture, someone's face shot in war, like all these different things, which is
preserved,
yeah.
Whatever you pick up people's faces in.
So it was interesting, but yeah, our stomachs, we're feeling a bit queasy now, so we're like, let's go back to the Fringe and laugh at jokes. Right, we finished our next show. We went to see Diana, The Untold and Untrue Story, and we're now having slushies.
Never seen Joe laugh so little.
I mean,
Stood there,
sat
there, sour-faced, fuming.
You have to see a bad show at the Fringe, don't you? And I feel bad in case whoever does the show ever saw this, but it just wasn't for me. Other people around us were killing themselves laughing.
Hysterical.
They found it hysterical.
I laughed at it because I thought it was
you were smiling.
I thought it was very Monty Python, like unhinged, mental.
I just didn't get it.
Joe,
it was very slapstick, very, in my mind, basic humour. Yeah, that's me because I feel superior and I'm not.
Joe wouldn't find the Ministry of Silly Walks funny.
No. Yeah, to me it was a bit chaotic, a bit unhinged, nothing clever about it. For example, Camilla was just like a monster voice going, "No one, Camilla," and I'm like, I get it. I'm also just like, I just don't find it funny. Not because I love Camilla, I just don't find it funny. But clever concept for a show is what I will say.
It was sold out.
Long or loud?
It was sold out.
Oh, sold out. My hearing. It was sold out. But that's what makes me doubt myself, and I go, am I the weird one here?
Well,
anyway.
We all have different tastes. It wouldn't do if we were all the same, would it?
It wouldn't. Let's go see Meg's daughter. Right, our next show's in 15 minutes and it is rammed. I think it's because it's Thursday night and everyone who was working in the office has now, like, these aren't fringe people, this is people socialising after work. So we've managed to find somewhere to sit, but our next show's in 15 minutes. It's called Police Cops. It's about like American police, racism, stuff like that.
I mean racism.
But somehow comedy. We've had a lot of that. We've had a lot of flyering, someone going, so my show's about my journey with abortion, but funny. It's like a comedy and you're like, how have you done that? So be intrigued to see how they've made police brutality in America comedy.
It's got good reviews though.
Yeah, it does. And it's a big show apparently. We'll see. Like big venue, I think.
Yeah, like full production.
Yeah.
TBC.
TBC. How was it?
Police Cops take winner so far.
I think that was a 9.5 out of 10.
Very good.
Very good. Long, 90 minutes.
Very good.
Very funny.
Very funny.
Basically a parody, a pastiche of a cop drama, American cop drama. Musical. Very funny.
It was very Team America, Book of Mormon type people writing trade, what are they called? Stone and Barker or whatever.
Yeah. We're talking lyrics like, are you an American? Or are you an American?
Yeah, it was
very good.
Very good.
And as per usual, I didn't do an outro to this video, guys, which feels so long ago now. I cannot believe we've been back from Edinburgh for probably 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. But I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a longer one, and editing this, I was like, all I'm ever doing in any clip is having a drink or eating food. I just want to reassure everyone, I didn't drink that much. It probably looks like it, but bearing in mind we were out from late morning all the way until like 10 PM at night, that was like spread over hours and hours and hours. We did, however, inhale about 1 metric ton of mac and cheese. Like the mac and cheese stand at the Edinburgh Fringe, or one of them, was incredible. We went back about 3 or 4 times over the course of the few days, which was very embarrassing. They started to recognise me and Keegan just from coming to the mac and cheese stand. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't already, I post videos every single week. I'm on my new camera at the moment, which is why you might see a bit of a discrepancy between the cameras, because I filmed in Edinburgh with my old one and this is on a new one. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.